Tell me, Suichiro, what is this?
Well, it's money, sir.
Choose your words carefully. I'll ask again.
I don't know, Father. It just looks like money.
Not father. Call me Mr. Mikuni.
Yes, Mr. Mikuni. Sorry about that.
My sincerest apologies, sir. I told you to choose your words carefully, didn't I? In business, people will take advantage of you if you make even the slightest error. As you said, this is money. That's clear enough. But watch. When I pot it up like this, it becomes something more than money. Do you understand? This is power. Wherever you may go, it is the only thing that moves this world. Pure power.
Right after I graduated college, I became my father's executive assistant.
You don't have to do anything. Just sit back, observe, think very carefully about what I'm doing, and learn. I'm not going to stop and explain every little point to you.
Yes, sir. My band in college had a record offer, but we had a fight and broke up before we could sign it. The whole experience ruined my passion for music. In the end, that's probably why I finally gave in to my father's wishes. In a nutshell, my father's job was to build business networks. He exchanged money up front and behind the scenes alike. And with that money, he formed powerful bonds with powerful men. If one side collapsed, both would go bust. So, in the midst of a crisis, they would rush to each other's aid. That is the meaning of power. Of course, my father isn't the one who created this system. He simply made a place for himself in a world that had existed for ages.
Well, how do you like your job?
I'm getting by.
You know, I'm not so sure you're cut out for the business world.
You don't think so?
So, are you really quitting music for good?
Whether you're a businessman or a rock star, you're still just working to make a living.
I guess. But your music wasn't all that bad, if you ask me at least. I didn't think you'd give up on it so soon, that's all.
Give me a break. It may sound harsh, but there aren't many people who can actually survive off of their dreams. And frankly, I'm not one of them. So if my dreams won't pay the bills, I'll live off the shit reality feeds me.
I see.
Dad tried to hammer everything he could into my head. He wanted to keep the business in the family. The rest of the office didn't care for me much, but that hardly mattered.
You told me she'd stabilized.
That was true at the time, but she's taken a turn for the worse.
What? Don't give me that crap!
Then would you rather I lie to make you feel better?
There was no hospital in Japan that could save my little sister. She needed to be taken to a specialized facility in America. It was expensive, and the arrangements were complicated, but I tried to make it happen as quickly as possible. But then suddenly...
All of a sudden, everyone is selling.
How am I supposed to explain this to our clients?
At this rate, we're gonna go bankrupt.
The company was sinking. It was a fragile system. The empire my father had built hinged on another network's intervention. We can sell some property if the situation's that bad.
I have an image to maintain who would want to do business with a man who had lost his house.
Just thought...
The only thing we need right now is confidence. No matter what others say, we must retain our composure. We cannot panic. We cannot be unnerved. We must put on a brave face at all times. Lose your head at a time like this, and your future is soon to follow.
I understand.
I've canceled Takako's visit to the U.S.
What did you say?
I simply can't afford it right now.
Can't afford it? You're gonna let your own daughter die just to save a few yen?
There's no guarantee that she'd be saved in the first place.
I don't need a guarantee. It's still worth a shot, isn't it?
Face it, the writing's been on the wall for a long time.
What does that mean? You're just giving up!
Even if Takako dies, people won't lose confidence in the company.
What kind of a father are you?
I may be your father, but before that I am a public figure. There are things I must uphold, even if it comes at the cost of my own family. Someday you will understand.
What makes you think I'll end up like you? If you're not willing to save your own daughter's life, I'll come up with the money myself!
It didn't make any sense to me. I didn't care if the business was failing. What kind of monster would sit back and let his own child die? I could never forgive him.
Go inside. Mr. Mikuni gave me instructions not to let you leave.
I don't give a damn. You have no right to stop me. Now get lost!
Please forgive me.
After that, I was under house arrest for days. Apparently, if I ran around trying to raise money, confidence in the company would drop. If you ask me, that would have been a small price to pay. But back then, what could I do? I was powerless.
You had better go see your sister.
What happened?
Would you please leave the two of us alone? It's been a while. I've missed you.
I'm sorry.
I thought that maybe I wouldn't be able to see you again.
Takako.
They said with the way I am now, I wouldn't be able to make it to America anyway. But actually, I'm a little relieved. Because I didn't want to leave Japan.
Why not?
I don't expect you to understand what you probably take for granted, but when you go to sleep, you know tomorrow will come. And after this week, next week will come. And after this month passes, the next will come. And after this year, will come the next. But for me, it's not like that. When I go to sleep, I know that I might not wake up tomorrow. So for me, all that matters is this moment right now. Instead of forcing myself to go to another country, I'd rather stay here with you. I know, you probably think I'm silly for feeling that way, but
It's all right.
I really wish today could last forever. And I don't even care if I never get better. So long as tomorrow would be the same as today.
That night, Takako slipped into a coma. To this day, she still hasn't woken up. I closed my heart and buried myself in work. My relationship with my father was limited strictly to business. Before long, I was visited by a strange man.
Good evening.
I accepted his offer. I asked him why he hadn't shown up before when I needed help. If only this had happened sooner, Takako might have gotten help.
Sorry, I wish I could tell you, but I'm in no position to answer that.
It may not seem like it, but this city has a will of its own. It trifles with our fates. It mocks us. I can feel it looking down on me, sneering and laughing. But if it wants to toy with me, I'll be happy to return the favor. I'll bend its rules. I'll make it play my game, and use it to protect the world. I don't care about being rich. I don't care about their system. All I care about is getting my way.
Something troubling you?
I was just lost in thought, that's all. Has nothing to do with us.
Sí. Sí. Kimimaro! Kimimaro! My entree's a real weirdo. I can't figure him out. I was disappointed when I first met him. He seemed kind of slow in the head. And when the deal started, I think he got even dumber and more useless than before. Also, when he has to do one thing but wants to do something else, he ends up doing nothing at all. And when he's in trouble, he doesn't look at things logically. He just follows his feelings.
The only thing that matters to me. I can't lose you. I won't lose another person I care about. Come on, let's go.
Our last battle was the toughest yet, but somehow we pulled through. Thing is, after he saw what happened to the guy he beat, he got all depressed again.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do anymore.
Just fight.
Well, yeah, I know that much.
Then what are you still moping around for?
Because I feel like it. Just give me some time.
He never can make up his mind. And when he does, he wonders if he made the right choice. There isn't anyone else like him in the whole city. Assets are technically their entree's property. So, everyone tends to have kind of a business-like relationship. But he's different. He doesn't see it that way. At first, I figured it was because I looked like a human. But I think it must be something more than that.
So, you're supposed to represent my future, right?
Yeah?
Then can you tell me what's gonna happen to me?
I don't know. They say when an entree's future is taken as collateral, their asset becomes the embodiment of that future. Well, that's what everyone says, at least. But I don't think anyone really knows how it works. When is it going to be the future for him? And what does that mean for me? Will I change? It doesn't make sense. We assets don't have anything to do with the future. We only exist to fight in deals. For us, there is no future. I never had a problem with that, but now I'm not so sure. Lately, whenever he's worried about something, it makes me worry too. Does it really bug you that much? The future.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'm sure the future's important, but like Mr. Mikuni said, so is the present. You don't think about that stuff?
Not really.
It'd probably matter more to you if you lived in the real world like me.
If all you do is worry, I think I'm better off here. Thanks to my weird partner, things never get boring.
Is that right?
Even though it's more fun this way, things would probably be a lot easier on him if we acted more like other entrees. Let's get some dinner.
I thought you said assets don't need to eat anything.
Yeah, but I gotta see if those are as good as your ramen.
Wait a sec.
Humans need to take in what they call nutrients every day. Otherwise, they'll run out of energy and die.
Oh, hey, kid. I hear you've been raking it in since our last deal.
I keep trying to break even. Oh, I joined the Starling Guild a while back.
Did you? I don't think I'm cut out for that kind of stuff myself. It's a lot less trouble working alone.
I know. It's tougher than I thought.
If you know, then why'd you join?
Well, because at first, I didn't think it would be all that hard.
Don't worry.
Easier said than done.
You got Lady Luck on your side after all.
Sure. Anyway, there's a question I wanted to ask you.
Sure, shoot.
Assets are supposed to be the physical embodiment of their entree's future, aren't they? But your asset is a giant monster. Do you ever wonder what that might mean about your future?
Who knows? I got no idea why Geek looks like that. Let me know if you figure it out. I always wondered.
You too, huh?
Guess all the entrees worry about what their futures are like. But what's the big deal? I'm me. Isn't that good enough?
Come on, it's good. Try it. It might make you stronger for your next deal. Look how much that other asset is eating.
Listen, man, those things are almost human. Don't just feed it. Think of it like a girlfriend. You gotta do all kinds of stuff to keep it happy.
Girlfriend, huh? More like a pet. If you eat your food, I'll give you a treat.
Don't let him get to you.
There's still a lot I don't understand about him.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Then stop staring.
But there is one thing I know for sure. Even if he gets on my nerves sometimes, I like being with him. I mean, sure, he's always doing stupid stuff, but that's what makes him so much fun.
I've had enough. I can't keep running away. I've never been able to make decisions because I'm too afraid. I'm scared that if I make the wrong choice, everyone will be disappointed in me. But that's just an excuse, isn't it? What I'm really afraid of is getting hurt myself. I'm a coward. I keep running away instead of taking action. I waste my time worrying about what to do and I end up doing nothing.
That hurt. What the hell is your problem, you little shit?
How do you like it?
Why did you go back there to hit him?
Because I didn't want to end up doing nothing again. The way those guys were talking really pissed me off. I wasn't sure fighting them was the right choice. But when I decided not to do it, I felt ashamed. At least fighting them is better than doing nothing. But starting a fight with some thugs isn't smart. So even though I finally made a decision, there's still no way to know for sure if I made the right one.
I still don't get it. Maybe Mr. Mikuni and that Sato lady expect a lot out of him because he's willing to do crazy stuff sometimes.
Prepare yourself! Wow, what a deal!
His horoscope. If you're a liar, I have bad news.
Yeah, what are we doing?
They're kissing?
Kissing? What's that?
When two people like each other, they put their lips together and it's called a kiss.
I want to try it.
Ah! Whoa! Not so fast!
You can't just kiss anybody. You have to really, really like the person.
Is that how you do it?
Look, whatever you're feeling, it has to be like 30 times stronger or it won't work.
Man, what a letdown. Then can you at least tell me what it feels like?
I wouldn't know. I've never done it.
I see.
So if you've never kissed anybody, does that mean you don't know what it feels like?
No.
So if you liked me, and I liked you 30 times more than I do now, then you and I could kiss.
Well, sure, when you put it that way.
Okay, I'll try to like you more then.
All right, be my guest.
There's still a lot of things I don't understand, but it's fun figuring them out.
I never know what she's going to do next. The future sure is full of surprises, isn't it? Maybe I've been worrying too much. The future will work itself out somehow. Hey!
What?
There used to be 5 skyscrapers over there, but now there's only 3. Did they get torn down?
Beats me. I'm too old to keep up with all that crap.
I don't know why, but everything looks a little different than it did before.
Sure it's not your imagination? Not that it matters either way. Whatever it is, it's gone. Best off forgetting it for your own sake.